So this video is for testing the audio uh, because I am going to do some narrating over some of my recent rain run, mainly to teach my friend how to play the game because they just got the game for Christmas and I want to help them to get into the game. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna do a test run on a new profile. This is a very fresh profile that basically hasn't unlocked anything yet, and yeah, pretty much it. So my goal for this first run is try to just the fundamental stuff. So this is the character selection screen. In the base game without the DLC, these are the DLC, Survivor of the Void, Seeker of the Storm. Uh, yeah. So without the DLC, your default you will automatically have Commando and Huntress as your starter character. Railgunner is the character of the Survivor of the Void DLC, which is unlocked automatically, and Seeker is the default survivor for the Seeker of the Storm DLC. Over here is difficulty. This is the easiest difficulty, which teach you absolutely nothing. This is the rainstorm difficulty, which is I recommend normally play on if you have trouble winning. And Monsoon is the hardest difficulty in the entire game. There is also Eclipse, but I will not get into that. Maybe sometime in the future once I unlock everything. But for now, I will play on Monsoon because I already played this game before. So yeah. And I will play in Commando. For a newer player, I recommend Huntress because Huntress has an easier time because of her abilities, but Mando is also a solid character. I will play with both expansion on because why not? Without that, let's begin our first run of this profile, which I will teach you the basics. Two Mountain Shrine right off the bat. Mountain Shrine basically spawn an extra boss at the TP. TP stands for the teleporter. Your goal is to find the teleporter at the east stage of the run. And in order to defeat the enemy monster, you need to collect items, which is the first thing. If you take a look at the top right corner, you will see the timer and the difficulty bar. This is the basics of the Risk of Rain. Difficulty will raise over time, and you will need to play as fast as possible before the difficulty outscale you. And in order to achieve that, you need to collect items, which can be found in these chests. A simple rule is to keep in mind that items make you stronger, but time makes you weaker. That's the first rule you need to understand. Getting more items is the easiest way to survive. Items makes you stronger. This is how Sion Shrine, which is a secret content. I will not do that. I will not do that just yet, but in future then I will. Try shop let you pick items 1 out of 3 options. So pick the one that suits you the most. 3D printers are basically you trade a random item to print the item that corresponding to the printer. I'm just gonna hit all these mountain shrine because that's free item. It's okay if you don't need to hit mountain, but there is something in the community that if you see a mountain shrine, you better hit it because it's just free item and reset every run is free. Starting a new run is free, so why not? So as you see, each character has 4 abilities. M1 ability or primary is your main method of attack. Your secondary skill is you have a secondary skill which is M2 on desktop by default. Shift is your mobility skill, which is usually a dodge for some survivor. And lastly is your R, which is a special skill, which are usually more powerful skill that has a very long timer. Also, you notice that we just got an achievement. That's right. The game has a set of achievements for you to unlock. Each achievement usually unlocks a new item or a survivors. First, and we just unlock a new items. So one thing you need to pay attention while scouting the stage is to look for items, which I already said before. Items make you stronger, so always look for items. Kill enemies whenever possible, and never sit still, because stay still is the easiest way for enemies to hit you, and if your HP bar is gone, you die. Simple as that. So always be on the move, look for items, kill enemy if possible, so you don't run short of money to buy stuff. If you probably noticed that every chest costs item. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm moving, killing enemy when possible to get money, and simply buying items as I go. There are times that you need to stay in one area, mainly because you need to buy money to buy something that you need the most. There are many times like that, but it's really uncommon. You should always be on the move. And also look for the teleporter too, because I haven't seen it yet. I already checked our area, so teleporter must be either below these leaves, most likely. Also, yeah, that's fall damage, so you need to be careful. Fall damage takes away a lot of your HP, but some skill you can use to. Oh, that's a red item. So item exists in three variety: white, greens, and reds. Red are the most rare, whites are the most common, but you might thinking that red items are strong, but no, not really. White items usually provide a benefit that you can see instantly. For example, social syringe increase my attack speed, which is nothing out of ordinary, just to make my character shoot faster. Which is used to proc items like tri-tip, which Blee is very good for items that proc like this. Uncommon items usually have a unique effect. For example, Hapu Feather here gives me an extra drum, as you can see, like this. And reds usually are more powerful items that has to rely on other items to work. This item is either function on its own or having synergy with more common items that you found through the entire run. Oh, that's another Mount Shine. Well, that's 3 Mount Shine. This TB is gonna be hard, but I'll try to win it. So these are the elite enemies. Each elite enemy do a different thing, but they usually have more health, and they also drop more money. This is a scrapper. Scrapper usually allows you to scrap an item, which I will talk about later, but now let's just do the TP. So as you notice, the TB has a charge radius, which I need to stay in to charge the TB the entire time. Okay, I need to focus fighting this thing. So if you ever get overwhelmed like this, just stay outside of the TB charge radius. It's fine. There's nothing except the TB won't charge, which is fine. If you get overwhelmed, don't hesitate to step out of the TB. It's fine. There are times that you need to run away. Also, step outside the TP to have some breathing room, then go back in. The thing is, once you charge your teleporter to 99%, enemy will stop spawning, which is basically you have more breathing room because you don't need to worry having too much enemy to deal with. As of now, enemy has stopped spawning. That means there's been beetle guards not spawning any more enemies, so you can focus on them. As you generally, most enemy can be dodged by just walking circles around them, which I did all the time like that. So all of these beetle guards are unable to hit me as long as I keep moving and don't sit still. And like that, we're done. As you can see, we have 3 Monsoon shrines, so it dropped an extra 3 set of items for us. Now I need to lure enemy away so I can hit the TP and get out of here. And with that, we're done. This is critical S. So welcome to stage 2. As you can see, we're 10 minutes into the run. So there has been a lot of debate about people determine whether you should go with 5 minutes only per stage or 10 minutes per stage. I say it depends on your playstyle. If you defer to loot everything single thing, it's okay to stay for a long while to loot everything, then just move on. It's fine. Like you can see, I literally spent a lot of my time on that stage fighting the boss because I hit 3 Monsoon Shrine, but I usually end up with more items than usual. So, and as I said, items make you stronger, time makes you weaker, so balance between the two. You can go fast if you want to, or you can full loot everything, like I did, but just find a playstyle that suits you the most. I'm not your dad warrior. I wish I really need some speed items. There we go, speed. Also be wary about these guys, sir. Sometimes it sends you too far and you take fall damage. Those cases are really rare, but there are some maps that has geyser that did that to you. For example, if you stand up here and you don't have a way to break fall damage, you will take fall damage. So keep that in mind. Fall damage can never kill you. Fall damage cannot never kill you unless you on Eclipse or having an artifact play. Artifact is something I'll talk about later in future runs. Well, that's an achievement. So yeah, sometimes these shrine scams you money. I call them scam shrine. And I just got an item for me scam. Item unlocked for me scam. Okay, do I look over here for more items or do I go? Let's just that's slug. Oh, that's the chest. That's a Void Cradle. Void Cradle is survival the Void content. And this is the part where I explain Void items. Void items are a special tier of items. So basically, when you pick up a Void item, let me just pick up a Void item. So basically, Void items will give you an effect, but it will have a different effect based on the existing item. For example, this is Lost to the Lens, and it's a corrupt version of Lens Maker class. Instead of doing crit, I have a small chance to instant kill non-boss enemy. I'm not gonna pick that up because I need a crit class. That is more suited for loop and run, but I'm not looking for looping on this run. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. If you don't want to pick up a Void item, just don't pick it up. Because once you pick up a Void item, you cannot never remove it. So know what the items does, and if you want to pick it up or not, it's up to you. In this case, I choose not to. Well, I guess that's a fungus. As you can see, Bleed is incredibly strong on Mando because he can stack Bleed and it melts through enemies like boss really quickly. Also, dodging that attack is really simple. Just hide behind something and you should be fine. Or you can just kill it before it does the explosion and it will be fine. see the third stage. There's the speed item, but I'm gonna go look for a scrapper before I front, and you'll see why in a minute. If there's a scrapper, I will do it, but if not, I would just have to go all in on that and hope not losing my items. So 3D printer will take random item, but if you have a scrapper, you can scrap some unwanted item that doesn't affect your build or your character in any way, and that scrap will always be prioritized when you use with a 3D printer. Lots of chests over here. That's a green printer. Okay, some more chests over here. Get all these chests over here and we start the TV. I'll see if I want to print anything. So that's the yellow, that's the orange item, also known as equipment. Equipment is a special active item that acts basically like your fifth skill, if you can call it that way. Equipment are also a good way to rectify any problems that your build currently lacks. For example, if you lack damage, then pick up a damage item will usually solve the issue. Let's start the TV. There's no scrapper. I have to go into that energy drink filter. Okay, these flying ants are annoying. I have to kill them first. Yeah, bust that. And that's a new survivor, new character. No, it's not energy filter. At this point, you should probably have decent movement speed to navigate our map. Otherwise, it would take a very long time for you to run around. As you can see, I would have spent less time running around if I had faster movement speed. So, I'm gonna go gamble on that printer, I guess, and hope it will not take my damage items. Okay, that's a good item, Stray. That's a bad item. Nope, I need that. Okay, cool. My friend left. Ah, I lost my crit. Well, one more. Ah. Okay, that's good enough speed. Let's go. That was I don't want to say that's a good trade because I lost some of my attack speed and my crit. So yeah, at least I'm not slow now. At least I have some decent speed now. Oh, that's a very scary enemy. I do not want to deal with. So at some point in the run, boss will start spawning at normal rate. I usually call them wall spawn boss because they will spawn out of nowhere. That's fine though. This means that if you have the ability to kill a few boss, like the TP boss, you should be able to handle it. So on the fourth stage, there will be always a guaranteed red item. For example, that chest will always be there no matter what. But I usually buy that last. Oh, that's a good heal. So as you can see, that is corrupt all my fungus. So as you can see, all my fungus, which is the mushroom, just turned into that boy item. But it's a good trade. This item is really good. Now I have a passive heal whenever I run. And that's another, yeah. Got turned to fungus too. And that's another fungus. That's another, and it's not. I'm gonna keep the samurai. The samurai is really helping. This is a combat shrine. It spawn enemies for you to kill so you can get more gold. Usually it's a very difficult enemy, so preferably you don't want to spawn them unless you know you can kill them. Especially at this very late into the game. Got some speed. This is an adapted chest. It's cycle through multiple items and let you pick whichever you choose. I'll do that later, preferably when there's no enemy distracting me. And this is the lunar coin. I was playing more once I got a blue portal. This is really good. Now I need to buy that red chest first because I just got this. So Titan, okay, that's a boss. Boss spawn. And I have enough money for it now, so I'm gonna go back to it. Ah, well, could have been better. So these are drones that either help you attack or heal. But mostly you buy them so they can serve as a distraction to distract enemies away from you. because when you got late into the game, there will be a lot of enemies, and they can help you distract a few of them. Get some of them off the back. That's the TP. I checked that adapter chest after TP. Hit the shrine then. Okay. From barrel. I could have had. Let me keep a saw. Warm. Line up with the summer ring. Like that. And that's it. That's a good item. Also, one sec, let me turn off the screen shake. It's really annoying. Also, turn this. Also, if you're new, and enable inspect, and this will help you to learn items. If you don't know what item, you can inspect it, and the game should tell you what it know about you. Also, enable these two. These are quality of chain option. So yeah, if the game is too lag, you can turn up the damage number and money effects. Okay, now where's the duct chest? Oh, that's a tricorn. Oh, well. Oh well, I missed that tricorn. Could have get a shuriken instead, but whatever. And this is DLC stage. Seeker of Storm DLC stage. Ooh, that's a very scary bunch of monsters down there. Oh, that hurt. I'm gonna pick up that Sail Star once I use this one. Ah, that's the plan. Okay, gonna take this for something I'm gonna explain later. Oh, that's a very good green printer. Oh, at least I got one now. Also decent. Okay, one more sweep to make sure I didn't miss anything. Actually, I'm gonna do that after TV. Gonna look. Hope that's gonna scrap to print all those ATGs. Worm. And that's a yellow item, boss drop. And that's a very good yellow. Okay, do a sweep to see if there's any scrapper or any chest I missed. There we go. One chest. Two chests. Three chests. Now the question is that a scrap? Man, all the scrapper in stage 1, they just steal me. Oh yeah, take this too. I'm gonna use this to skip the pillars. Oh, oh, I can print more missile if there's no scrapper. Okay, might have to check the tunnel. Oh yeah, that's the mountain shrine. I missed. Doesn't matter. Nope, not here either. Okay, there's no scrapper. I can go. I can print one for free, but oh, not chest. Ah, lost my hop feather. Oh well. That's how I gonna rest. Good thing I pick up that extra hapu. Extra feather. So this is the final stage. Hey, the alternative to end your game is to loop, which you have to interact with the rings around that teleporter on stage 5. I'll do a looping run next. So the next one will be a looping run to explain the mechanic further and explain about the artifact. But for now, I'm just gonna kill the boss. Final boss of Rift Rain 2. So, welcome to the Moon of Petrichor 5. The normal way you would do this is you see those beams of light over there. You need to do those pillars. Once you do 4 of those pillars, you will find the jump pads over here that can take you up to the boss arena. Unless you can skip pillars if you have enough ability to make your way up there. I have enough ability to make go up there using my wings, so I'm just gonna skip the pillars. I don't like doing pillars. I don't like doing pillars one bit, so I'm gonna skip it. Ignore these enemies. The flying enemies in this stage are the most dangerous one. You have to be careful. Other enemies are manageable. These are the soup. You can trade your items. The rule is three white items for green, one red for 3 copies of this white item, and 5 greens for 5 greens for a red item. Yeah, these guys are really nasty. Try to hide something when they do that. I have to handle these enemies first before I do something. Road Nectar, ICBM. Do I trade for? Don't want to lose my ATGs. That's an issue. Nah, I'm not gonna do it. I will, however, trade on my rest because my rests are kind of useless for the boss fight. Also, watch out for these things. They explode like that when they die, and it deals a lot of damage. And with that out of the way, I fly up. That's why I grab the wings. I can skip pillars. Don't have to do the god awful pillars. There we go. Okay, boss fight time. So Miptrick is very fast despite having a hammer, so all you need to do is keep distance with him and you should be fine. And pay attention to when he do the dashes. If he close up, he will dash forward you. If you're far away, he will dash sideways. And if you're too far away, he shoot the spike like that. Don't get too far. Like that. He deals a lot of damage. My healing is doing good on this one. And with that, phase 1 done. Phase 2 is a minion phase. Take care of the flying one first. Like I said, firing ones are the one dangerous. If it start doing the machine gun attack, hide behind one of the pillars. Like that. And now just look around enemies to deal with. Oh wait, there's fighting enemy over there. Got it. Who's probably the last guy? Nope. There's little balls over here. This phase, Miptrick summon his minion into the fight, and his attack are more deadly. Like that, his hammer slam generates shockwave like that, you have to jump over and dodge it. And when he jumps to the middle, there's always a shockwave, just jump over it. And he's gonna do pizza. This is a spin attack. Deals a lot of damage and you have to be careful. I call it pizza because it's literally what it is. The easiest way to... Oh, I got hit. The easiest way to move the opposite direction where he's gonna... Where he spin and try to dodge it. Also watch out for the enemies too. There's a lot of things you need to pay attention. Also, try not to fly too high in this phase, because if you fly too high, he summons the flying enemies instead. That was close. Almost dead. And this is a phase where it is get bullshit. Depends on your item. He steals all your items. and use them against you. However, Metric is very slow and passive in this phase. All you need to do to avoid getting hit is just run circles around him, like that. And throw in your attack once in a while, so... I shouldn't grab those over potion armor play, look and I do so little damage to him. In that case, you have to wait for him to do the slam attack, which he hasn't done yet. If you have the damaging equipment, it would go quicker. But for now, I just need to wait for him to do the slam. And he still hasn't done the slam. There we go. As you damage him, you get all your items back slowly, based on the order of acquisition. He hasn't done the slam attack yet, which is kind of annoying. It's gonna be slow. I'm sticking my back. There, he did slam attack. All you need to do, watch out for the orbs, because they can proc a lot of stuff. And keep hitting him. But when he does a slam attack like that, he loses a lot of health. So it's useful to get your back item even quicker. And now he doesn't have his proportion of play, I can actually damage him. Like that. And with that, we're done. Boss defeated. And here comes the escape sequence. Pick whatever portal you want. I usually pick the counterclockwise one because it usually sends you the closest to the ship. And we're finished our run. First try. First try. As you know, the loadout has some alternate skill which require you to do specific things. I'll unlock them later. And yeah, we just unlock new characters. And beat a game on Monsoon gives you a skin. And that's about it. I'll explain more stuff in the next run, which I will definitely looping. So yeah, that's all.